It was a typical spring day in Nashville, Tennessee, and my kids and I were getting ready to plant flowers. My wife was taking pictures. It was just a beautiful spring day. We put the kids down to bed about 8 o'clock, and 10 o'clock we watched the news, and the meteorologist, would say, "Oh, we've had such great spring weather. Spring's coming early. We're so excited. Now there's a small risk of a severe threat tonight, but look at the forecast ahead. It's going to be amazing." And my wife turned to me and she said, "John, what would we do if we were hit by a tornado?" And my wife and I were high school sweethearts, and we had grown up in Kansas, and we knew about tornadoes and knew that you just go down to the basement if there's a tornado warning, and none of us have been hit by that, and so it wasn't a big deal. But we didn't have a basement in Nashville, so I thought about that, and I said, "Babe, don't worry. Nashville tornadoes are nothing like Kansas tornadoes. They'll just skip on the hills. We live in a valley, it would skip right over us." Famous almost last words, because at 1 o'clock in the morning, I get a buzz on my phone. When I look at my phone, it says, "Tornado warning, seek shelter immediately." And even then, I'm like, "Oh, Nashville, you don't understand tornadoes. You don't know what you're doing. There's not a tornado warning. There's not probably a tornado even close to us." But I decided to go ahead and get up and just check the weather. So I turned on the TV, and there was Danielle Breezy, and she was not in a good mood. She was like, "There is a tornado on the ground in Nashville." And we live just 10 miles east of Nashville. So if this tornado stays on the ground and goes straight east of downtown Nashville, it's gonna hit us. Now, I went ahead and put on my shoes and put on a good hoodie and woke up my wife and said, "Hey, there's a tornado warning. We should get the kids into the innermost part of the house, away from windows." So we grabbed my 7-year-old, we grabbed my 5-year-old, and we put them into the hallway. And as soon as we did that, the lights went off. My ears popped with all the pressure that came. Then all the windows pop, 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 pop. And I jumped on top of my 7-year-old daughter. And my 5-year-old son was sitting in my wife's lap, and we held on for dear life as the tornado came over us and pushed us back and forth and back and forth. And I really felt like at that moment I was gonna get sucked out of the house and thrown in to the front yard.